Ever wondered what really ticks off your furry friend? You might be surprised. It's not always about the food they eat or the toys they play with. Sometimes it's our own human behaviors that can leave our dogs feeling stressed, confused, or even scared. So join me, Caesar Milan, as we explore 15 common human behaviors that dogs secretly hate and learn how we can adjust our actions to create a happier, more harmonious life together. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button if you love dogs as much as we do. It really helps the channel and lets us bring you more awesome dog content. Comment below and let us know. Have you ever noticed your dog reacting strangely to something you do? We'd love to hear your experiences. And don't forget to subscribe with the notification bell on so you never miss a new video about dog behavior and more. You see your furry friend, their tail wagging, their eyes sparkling, and your first instinct is to give them a big, warm hug. But hold on. While we humans see hugs as a sign of affection, dogs often perceive them as a threat. Imagine being surrounded, your movement restricted, your personal space invaded. Instead of a tight embrace, try a gentle pat on the head, a scratch behind the ears, or even a playful bow. These gestures communicate affection in a way that dogs understand and appreciate. Remember, it's about respecting their boundaries and showing love in a way that makes them feel safe and secure. In the human world, eye contact is a sign of respect, a way to connect. But in the canine world, it can be interpreted as a challenge, a threat to their position in the pack. Imagine someone staring you down, their gaze unwavering, their intentions unclear. Instead of a direct stare, try a soft glance, a blink, or even looking away for a moment. These subtle cues communicate that you come in peace, that you respect their space. Understanding the nuances of canine body language can make all the difference in building a strong and trusting bond. We humans might enjoy a good fireworks show or a lively party, but for our canine companions, these loud, sudden noises can be a source of immense stress and anxiety. Their hearing is far more sensitive than ours, and what we perceive as a harmless bang can sound like an explosion to them. Instead of exposing them to these auditory assaults, try creating a safe and quiet space for them to retreat to. A crate, a quiet room, or even a spot under the bed can provide a much-needed sanctuary from the chaos. It's our responsibility to protect our dogs from unnecessary stress and to create an environment where they feel safe and secure. Picture this. You're deep in sleep, dreaming of chasing squirrels and burying bones, when suddenly you're jolted awake by a loud noise or a sudden touch. Disorienting, right? That's exactly how dogs feel when they're woken up abruptly. Dogs, like us, need time to transition from sleep to wakefulness. When we startle them awake, we trigger their fight or flight response, leaving them feeling confused, scared, and potentially defensive. Instead of shaking them awake or yelling their name, try a gentle approach. Softly call their name, offer a gentle pet, or even tempt them with a favorite toy. A peaceful wake-up routine sets the tone for a positive and harmonious day for both you and your furry friend. We humans thrive on social interaction, but for dogs, it's not just a preference, it's a biological need. They're pack animals, hardwired to crave companionship and connection. Instead of leaving them alone for extended periods, try to enrich their environment with interactive toys, puzzle feeders, or even a dog walker or pet sitter. A dog is a lifelong commitment, and it's our responsibility to provide them with the love, attention, and companionship they need to thrive. Remember, a happy dog is one who feels connected and loved. We might think our furry friends look adorable in tiny sweaters and fancy costumes, but the truth is, most dogs aren't too fond of playing dress-up. Imagine having your movement restricted, your senses overwhelmed by unfamiliar fabrics and smells. Instead of prioritizing our amusement, let's prioritize their comfort and well-being. If you must dress them up, choose lightweight, breathable fabrics, avoid anything too constricting, and keep the dress-up sessions short and sweet. A happy dog is a comfortable dog, and their well-being should always come before our desire to make them look fashionable. Dogs thrive on routine and predictability. They're creatures of habit, and inconsistent training throws their world into disarray. Imagine being told one day that it's okay to jump on the couch, but the next day you're scolded for the same behavior. Instead of sending mixed messages, establish clear rules and boundaries from the start, and stick to them consistently. This consistency helps them understand what's expected of them, builds trust, and strengthens your bond. Training should be a positive and rewarding experience for both you and your dog. What we might perceive as harmless teasing can be deeply upsetting and confusing for our canine companions. Imagine having food withheld from you, toys dangled just out of reach, or your personal space repeatedly invaded, all under the guise of fun. Instead of resorting to teasing, focus on building a relationship based on mutual respect, understanding, and positive reinforcement. Engage in activities that are enjoyable for both of you, like playing fetch, going for walks, or simply cuddling on the couch. A happy dog is a dog who feels safe, secure, and loved, not one who's constantly on edge. Not all dogs are social butterflies. Some are more like social caterpillars, slow to warm up and preferring their own space. Just like us, they have unique personalities, preferences, and comfort levels when it comes to interacting with others. Think of that one friend who'd rather text than talk on the phone. Imagine being forced to hug a stranger, shake their hand, or engage in small talk when you'd rather be anywhere else. It's like being at a party and someone insists you dance when all you want is to find the snack table. Dogs feel the same way when we force them to interact with other dogs they don't know or feel comfortable around. It's like a canine version of an awkward blind date. Instead of orchestrating forced encounters, let dogs interact at their own pace. Think of it as letting them swipe right or left on their own terms. Allow them to sniff each other under the door, exchange scents from afar, and gradually approach each other if they show signs of interest. It's like a doggy version of exchanging business cards. Respecting their social boundaries is crucial for their well-being and can prevent potential conflicts or anxieties. After all, a happy dog is a relaxed dog, and who doesn't want a chill canine companion? While we humans might enjoy a long hot soak in the tub, for most dogs, bath time ranks pretty low on the list of favorite activities. Imagine having your sensitive skin stripped of its natural oils, your coat scrubbed with harsh chemicals. Instead of overdoing it with the suds, aim for a bath every few months or as needed. Use a gentle, pH-balanced shampoo specifically formulated for dogs, and make the experience as positive as possible with treats, praise, and maybe even a special bath toy. A little dirt never hurt anyone, and a dog's natural scent is part of their unique charm. We might think we're teaching our dogs a lesson by ignoring them when they misbehave, but in reality, we're just creating confusion and distance. Imagine trying to communicate with someone who refuses to acknowledge your presence. Instead of shutting them out, focus on redirecting their behavior in a positive way. If they're jumping for attention, turn away and ignore them until they settle down. Then reward them with praise and affection. Communication is a two-way street, and ignoring your dog only serves to damage the bond you've worked so hard to build. Yelling might seem like an effective way to get your dog's attention, but in reality, it's more likely to scare them, stress them out, and damage your relationship. Imagine being on the receiving end of a loud, angry outburst. Instead of resorting to raised voices, focus on clear, consistent communication. Use a calm, assertive tone when giving commands, and reward desired behaviors with praise, treats, or a favorite toy. Positive reinforcement is far more effective than punishment, and a calm and assertive approach will earn you your dog's respect and trust. A walk should be a joyous occasion for both you and your dog, a time to explore the world together, bond, and get some exercise. But a too tight leash can quickly turn this pleasurable activity into a stressful ordeal. Imagine being constantly pulled back, your movement restricted, your neck and throat under constant pressure. Instead of yanking on the leash, focus on teaching your dog to walk politely by your side. Use positive reinforcement techniques like treats and praise to encourage loose leash walking, and invest in a comfortable, well-fitting harness or collar. A walk should be a time for enjoyment and connection, not a test of wills or a source of discomfort. We might be tempted to share our favorite snacks with our furry friends, but the truth is, what's safe and healthy for humans isn't always safe and healthy for dogs. Imagine experiencing digestive upset, allergies, or even serious health problems just because you ate something that didn't agree with you. Instead of giving in to those puppy dog eyes, stick to a high-quality, balanced diet that's specifically formulated for their nutritional needs. Consult with your veterinarian to determine the best food choices for your dog's breed, age, and activity level. A healthy diet is the foundation of a long and happy life for your canine companion. Dogs are creatures of habit, and sudden changes in their environment can be unsettling and stressful. Imagine having your furniture rearranged, your daily routine disrupted, or even moving to a completely new home. Dogs experience the same emotional upheaval when their environment is suddenly altered. Instead of springing changes on them without warning, try to introduce new things gradually. If you're rearranging furniture, do it in stages. If you're moving to a new home, allow your dog to explore their new surroundings at their own pace. A stable and predictable environment contributes to a sense of security and well-being for your furry friend. So there you have it, 15 common human behaviors that can leave our dogs feeling confused, stressed, and even scared. By understanding their perspective and adjusting our actions, we can create a happier, more harmonious life together. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on understanding your furry friends.